Today is just another ordinary day. Although this video and its content is not just another ordinary work of art. Welcome to all of our loyal viewers. Please remember to help this channel by tapping the like and subscribe buttons. We appreciate your support. Hidden messages in Europe's medieval tapestries. The evolution of tapestries, from medieval Europe to modern times. During the medieval and Renaissance periods, wall tapestries, which are woven wall hangings depicting a scene or famous painting, were a popular form of art in Europe. Initially used to adorn the interiors of castles and large churches, these tapestries often depicted religious scenes and later, historical events. Kings and nobility would commission artists to create tapestries illustrating their victorious battles and other significant events. Given the lack of insulation in the stone structures of the time, tapestries served a practical purpose as well, providing warmth in drafty castles and churches. Their portability was another advantage, as they could be easily rolled up and transported from one location to another, making them a preferred choice over large paintings for the traveling nobility. Tapestries were not just functional, but also a form of artistic expression. The weaving technique used in their creation gave them a unique perspective of colors, which varied with different angles and lighting conditions. Over time, they evolved into valuable works of art in their own right. The materials used in tapestries also diversified over time, with wool, silk, cotton, linen, and acrylic being used. This not only expanded the color palette, but also made tapestries more affordable. The scenes depicted on tapestries also evolved, with hunting expeditions, grand feasts, and religious events becoming popular themes. Tapestries eventually began to depict everyday people in everyday situations, including famous and fictional characters from the period's classic novels. They became a visual representation of European history, corroborating written historical records and serving as a luxurious historical record for future generations. Belgian and French tapestries in particular became renowned for their unique color perspectives and use of a wide variety of fabrics, including gold, silver, and silk threads. These high-quality tapestries, sought after by the nobility of the time, are still considered some of the finest in the world. Today, original medieval and Renaissance tapestries are worth a small fortune. However, for those who can't afford an original, replicas and reproductions offer an authentic-looking alternative, making these historical works of art accessible to a wider audience. Renowned tapestries are the artistic marvels of both then and today's modern day. The Lady and the Unicorn Tapestry of Art is on display in the Cluny Museum. This museum is also known as the National Museum of Medieval Arts, and it is located in Paris. It houses an impressive collection of Renaissance artifacts and medieval tapestries, including the globally recognized Lady and the Unicorn Tapestries collection. This set of 6 tapestries, crafted during the Middle Ages, is celebrated for its beauty. The museum also showcases tapestries and weavings from various countries such as Iran, Egypt, Italy, Spain, and Great Britain, each with unique decoration styles and production types. However, the Lady and the Unicorn series is the most admired. The Lady and the Unicorn tapestries were unearthed in 1841 in the Château de Boussac and quickly gained historical significance thanks to the writings of George Sand. The municipality of Boussac had acquired the chateau and its contents in 1837, but the tapestries were not discovered until 1841. In 1882, the French government presented the tapestries to the Cluny Museum. The tapestries, woven around 1460 probably in Tournai for the Lord of Fresnes, are displayed side by side in a room specifically designed for them. The 6 tapestries are believed to represent the 5 human senses, with the 6th tapestry symbolizing understanding, intuition, or the 6th sense. Unicorns, which were popular subjects of tapestries in the Middle Ages, symbolize chastity and holiness. Each tapestry features a maiden interacting with a unicorn and a lion, with each interaction representing a different sense. The 6th tapestry, representing understanding, is the most challenging to interpret. It portrays the maiden in front of a tent with the inscription, "A mon seul désir," which translates as, "To my sole desire," as she is placing a necklace in a box held by her servant. The Lady and the Unicorn tapestries are globally renowned for their size and beauty, and their meaning is always open to interpretation. These tapestries were handcrafted before the invention of looms, requiring hundreds of hours to create. Later, unicorn tapestries took on more religious meanings. The unicorn has been a symbol of myth and legend since ancient times. Early depictions of the mythical unicorn, resembling a large horse with a single horn, can be traced back to originate in ancient China. Over time, the unicorn evolved into a religious symbol, representing chastity, holiness, and purity, and was even used as a symbol for Christ. Unicorns were frequently featured in tapestries and other art forms of the period, including biblical allegories. In the 19th century, there was a sudden revival of medieval tapestries, William Morris and Edward Burne-Jones.
The resurgence of medieval tapestries in the 19th century is largely attributed to the works of William Morris.
Morris, a wealthy Englishman with a passion for pre-Renaissance art, spearheaded an arts movement that revived many old art forms, including tapestries. He built a traditional high-warp loom and taught himself how to weave in the traditional French manner, creating famous tapestries such as the Tree of Life. Morris, along with painter Edward Burne-Jones and other students, founded the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, a group of artists inspired by the art and culture of the Middle Ages. Morris went on to establish a production company, Morris & Co., which produced a variety of textiles, from carpets to wallpaper. Burne-Jones also collaborated with Morris, designing many pieces for Morris & Co., all inspired by the Middle Ages. Both Morris and Burne-Jones also ventured into furniture design, further expanding their creative pursuits. The jacquard loom enters the world of tapestry creation, and everything changed. A revolution in weaving. In the early 19th century, Joseph-Marie Jacquard invented a mechanical loom that transformed the tapestry weaving process. The jacquard loom, which used punch cards to control the weaving pattern, made the process faster and easier, although tapestries were still handmade. Surprisingly, prior to this invention, weaving was a laborious process that required a team of skilled professionals and could take years to complete. The jacquard loom allowed weavers to focus more on the creativity and quality of their designs, and it also standardized the quality of weaving, making tapestries accessible to new markets. This invention marked the beginning of the mechanized production of tapestries and textiles. The jacquard loom automated many aspects of the weaving process, using punch cards to control the sequence of weaving movements that would otherwise be done by hand. Despite this, tapestry weaving remained a complex process, with threads needing to be continuously looped. However, the jacquard loom simplified the process by creating patterns from individual threads that would otherwise have to be woven by hand. The punch cards were a crucial part of the jacquard loom's weaving process, allowing a weaver to create multiple tapestries with the pattern stored on the card. This led to a degree of standardization in designs, patterns, and quality in the weaving industry. The jacquard loom was a precursor to many later machines that automated repetitive tasks. While the machine's punch cards were responsible for weaving, the design and creativity involved in creating a tapestry remained the artist's job. One of the most significant developments of the jacquard loom was making tapestries affordable to a wider audience. Modern jacquard looms have further automated the process by using computers to store the design information for a tapestry, eliminating the need for punch cards. Today's jacquard looms are computer-driven but still weave tapestries rather than using other methods like silk screening. Even with modern jacquard looms, the weaving process is automated, but the tapestry design is not. Each tapestry is unique due to natural variations in threads and textiles, which is why even modern tapestry wall hangings are highly valued, much like they were in the Middle Ages. A moment ago, we mentioned the famous tapestry The Lady and the Unicorn. This tapestry is only one of many with significant meaning and purpose to be interpreted. As you recall, a handful of famous art tapestries can be found in the Cluny Museum of France, also known as the National Museum of Medieval Arts, which is located in Paris, France. To this day, it is home to a remarkable collection of medieval tapestries. Each of these artworks hold a unique decoration and different styles as well as production types. Please remember to subscribe and like this video with a thumbs up. Then you can be sure to be notified when we release our next video. Thanks for watching.